Hey guys, your boy Ball, and I'm back once again with another video. And this one's going to be talking about my thoughts, my hype, and some of my extra knowledge that we're going to talk about Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. So without further ado, let's get this video started. So, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, is one of those games that came out of nowhere, especially going back to, it just popped up on my Twitter feed or IG. I think it was IGN, then it came to my Twitter feed saying that the game got leaked by some Australian game store, saying that the game is possibly coming out. It's going to be called Crash 4, It's About Time. At first I didn't want to believe it because I knew Crash rumors were going around, and I even said that Vicarious Visions did not even make Crash Bandicoot 4 Wrath of Cortex at the time. I didn't know they were going to do a remake of that in Twin Sanity, but I guess they decided to give the helms to Toys for Bob, and they decided just to rename it Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. So my thing about the game is I'm actually hyped for it. I really am, because in a long time I've not been hyped for a 3D mascot platforming character in a while. Mainly because it's like Mario, at least in my opinion, I mean y'all can dislike the video, Mario's starting to get old. Every game Mario's in is pretty much rather rinse and repeat. It's either copying the style of the new Super Mario Brothers now in this generation. It's either a Mario 64 or the Mario Odyssey type. And now you got then you have like a three-dimensional portable game or something like that. That's Mario. Same thing with Sonic. Sonic hasn't seen the light of day, a good game, in a while. I mean, the last good game, in my opinion, that I played was Generations. And even then, I enjoyed it at least a little bit more than I did on Generations. But Crash Bandicoot hasn't seen the light of day in a while until his remake that was done by Vicarious Visions for the first three. And for the most part, the game was critically received well, and it sold pretty well too. And I actually thought that was the vision they were going to moving forward, to go to Crash Bandicoot 4. But instead, I guess Vicarious Visions only wanted to do the remake of the first three, because I think even Beanox did the tag team racing, and they saw, at least Activision saw, that the interest of Crash kept spiking, despite the fact that Crash at one point was dying because the way they handled him during the Crash of Titans era. But now Crash is back, better than ever, but this time he's handled by Toys for Bob. And Toys for Bob, if y'all don't know, is the people who did the Spyro the Reignited trilogy. And if y'all guys never followed me or you watch any of my streams, I really enjoyed the Spyro Reignited trilogy. I actually think it was probably one of the best attempts I've seen in a Spyro game in a while. And the only Spyro game I really played was 1. So I got to play the 2 and 3 for the first time, and I enjoyed every minute of it. And to be honest with you, I hope Toys for Bob decides to do a Spyro 4 and just negate all the other ones. Hopefully they can get Tom Kenny and all these people to come back. But we're talking about Crash. But I'm excited for this game because, unlike Vicarious Visions, it seems like Toys for Bob kind of understand Crash a little bit more. I know a lot of people love the trilogy, the Insane trilogy. I loved it too, especially my from Crash 2 to 3, because I'm not a big fan of 1. I mean, 1 is probably everybody's personal favorite. I love 2 and 3 the most. But at least through Vicarious Visions, they tried to make Crash more cartoony, realistic, which is fine, but Crash was never supposed to be like that. If y'all play the old games, Crash used to be very expressive. Like, he used to have the little, the little pervert eyes thing when he's about to ride an animal, or how he tackles an animal, he kind of goes all crazy. It seems that Toys for Bob get this about Crash, because the way he looks, I like the way he looks all animated, and it seems like Crash also has like a little goofy look, like they zoom in on his face where he's grinding, like he has his tongue out. It's kind of like how Beanox did with Crash in Team Racing, where Crash would jump and he have his tongue out. So it seems like Toys for Bob get Crash's look, and I know some people are not too happy about Coco. I actually like Coco the way she is, because, I mean, back in the day, Coco was supposed to be a Tawana replacement anyway. But I don't know. From what I hear from the rumors, Tawana's going to be back in the game anyway. So it seemed like they made Coco more like traditional like smart girl where she just got overalls, like her overalls are all the way up instead of like how it was where Coco used to have like one overall undone, or she used to be a little bussy for a girl that's supposed to be around 12. But it seemed like this time they're kind of making her look like the way it was. And it also seems like the game is taking more so of a Crash Twinsanity look about the way the levels are designed, because the levels look huge. Like, they're designed huge, and at least for some of the levels I have seen, like, it looks enormous. Now, I don't know how long the levels are going to be, because I know Toys for Bob did come out and say that the game is going to have about 100 levels. So, I wonder how long the levels are going to be. Are they going to be like Crash Bandicoot 1, where they have a high level of difficulty but they're not that long, or they're going to be more like Crash Bandicoot 3, where they have like a medium difficulty, but each time you go to each world it gets harder, or something like that. But it did say it's supposed to have a level of difficulty, so I'm not concerned about that. The only thing I'm concerned about is how they're going to go about, kind of like, in my honest, Crash had a rich history. And that's my only concern, is that it seems like they're undoing all the games, even Twinsanity. And if I remember right, Twinsanity did okay. Same thing with Wrath of Cortex. It's going to kind of suck now that this game is supposed to be considered the canon, but it seems like a lot of the levels are inspired by Wrath of Cortex, and some levels are inspired by even Twinsanity, and some look like they're inspired by Spiral. So I'm saying, I wonder how they're going to go about it, because I know in the trailer they did a joke saying how many times you took down this guy, and they said 3, and the other man said only 3. I thought it'd be more. So I'm kind of concerned, because I enjoyed Wrath of Cortex for what it was. It had its problems, too many mech levels, all this stuff, so I could understand why they kind of want to go away from that. But, I mean, they could at least acknowledge that Wrath of Cortex exists, or at least Crunch. And one more thing I have to say about it, I'm kind of concerned about the powers. It seems like the powers are going to be more than likely just based on mask, which is weird, because if they're trying to make this like the true successor of Crash Bandicoot Warped, it'd be kind of weird for Crash to go away from his traditional powers, because it seems like when I saw the game, he already has his double jump, which I know in this day and age, characters start off with a double jump, but it's weird to see Crash without his, like, this regular powers, like the belly flop, or the speed up shoes, or the fruit cannon. I mean, they could just be showing us the base game, and Crash would be more than just the mask, but it's going to be kind of weird to kind of deal with a game without powers, because I actually enjoyed the powers from Crash 3 and beyond. But I just hope, in all honesty, I'm really excited for the game. It looks phenomenal. Like, the way it looks, hopefully it runs at 60. Because the problem is, these trailers, for the most part, show a game running at 60, but it won't run at 60. I pray to God it runs at 60. And if it don't, I hope it has a PC release, but at least from what I've seen, it only has an PlayStation 4 and Xbox One release. Now there's no mention of Switch or nothing, so I guess they really want to keep it limited, especially since the next gen consoles are around the next corner. So that's why I don't know why they just wouldn't say the game for next gen. But I mean, and all in all, I just can't wait to play the game, because that's one of the games I'm really hyped for. I know we got Ghost of Tsushima this upcoming Friday, same thing with Paper Mario and the Origami King, and that's one of the games I'm looking forward to playing in October, because I haven't been excited for a Crash game in a long time, ever since the trilogy, Insane Trilogy remake. And Toys for Bob, I hope you guys do a great job, and I hope you really stay true to Crash Bandicoot, because you're really not saying taking a risk, but you're really bringing back an old icon, and I hope you guys get them right, and I really believe you guys will. And guys, if you have any concerns or any things that you want to talk about Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time, leave it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like the video so I can get more people to watch my videos in a more wide range. And don't forget, if you are subscribed, hit that notification bell. You get my videos first. I got more coming to you. And whenever more information about Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time, I'll be on it. But I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your day. F off video.